Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, we are going to talk about the news coming out from Diablo Immortal. We're getting some evolution in the negative Eternal Orb madness that's been going on, and we did finally, just here a couple hours ago, we get Pez Radar, a community lead for Diablo Immortal, addressing it with this statement right here. We have a hotfix going in later this evening that will be restricting these players from Battlegrounds and other PvP activities, and when they say these players, they're talking about players with a negative orb balance. So we are going to keep you up to date and then talk about how my opinion had evolved from yesterday's video, where I think I may have been a little bit wrong, and where my opinion stands as of now after learning a little bit more context in this situation, because it is something that is evolving fast. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, a couple things right out the gate. So yesterday when I talked in my video about the negative orb thing, I was under the assumption that this was already the case. Like, I don't have negative orbs on my account, but I had seen like JT's interview with a whale that had negative orbs and they got banned from Battlegrounds, and I'd seen other people saying that they can't PvP and stuff because they have a negative balance. So I assumed this was already the case. So in yesterday's video, when I talked about this topic, I wasn't as up in arms as a lot of you because I thought this was already the case. So in my head, I was like, if they're already negative orbs and they can't participate in anything PvP, that's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But come to find out, a lot of them could still participate in PvP, and a lot of them could get around some of the party locks by finagling their way throughout the system with doing different party finder type ways to get around things. And obviously, I would be in agreement with all of you in that case, because if somebody is negative orb, they should not be able to participate in PvP events and things that normal players who have their account in good standing can. So because of that, I was a little bit wrong in yesterday's video. I would have reacted a little bit differently had I known that that the negative orb balance was still causing issues like that. But it looks like Blizzard agrees with me and us, and they're going to be hotfixing it to be functioning as it is supposed to be. With people whose account is not in good standing, they will not be able to participate in some of these PvP activities, which is definitely a good and necessary hotfix in my opinion. And we'll go through, some of this other stuff and what people are saying here in a second. But I also want to talk about something because I see it happen a lot in gaming communities and on different gaming channels that I run and different things in gaming. This sentiment that content creators are copying someone or shouldn't be speaking about a topic if someone else has already given their opinion on that topic. For example, like if I make a video yesterday on the negative orbs topic, giving my perspective and my opinion, you inevitably get people saying and commenting and stuff like, why are you copying so-and-so's video? They already talked about this topic. And I'm not the type to dig my feet in the sand. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know if you disagree with me, but we don't see that in any other walk of life. Like in sports, when something newsworthy happens, like a big trade or someone wins a championship or there's a big controversy, you see literally every single content creator and every single news network give their opinion and their perspective on that subject, and they don't get accused of like copying each other. So, from my point of view, it would be copying someone. Like, let's say content creator A comes out with this like insane game-changing strategy or build, and then I pawn it off on my channel as if I created it and don't give them credit. Like that would be copying somebody. But covering the news, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do as content creators. Like when you subscribe to our channel, you're doing so with the intention that we're going to keep you in the loop on the community, and we're gonna share our perspectives on different things happening in the current events of the community. Is how I see it. But let me know if I'm wrong. I'm obviously not trying to, but it's like, are we supposed to like monitor the Diablo Immortal community, and once one person makes a video, now everyone has to never speak about that topic ever again, or they're copying someone? I don't see that perspective, I guess, but let me know if you disagree. I'm always open to other perspectives. But anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, it's what everybody's talking about, this negative orb, hot topic, controversy, whatever you want to call it. It's the big news in Diablo Immortal right now for the last week or so. I was on DM's channel last night, doing a little YouTuber podcast talking about this topic, and all sorts of different content creators are uploading about this. All sorts of news sites are uploading articles covering this, and it really is the hot topic around Diablo Immortal. But it looks like it's going to be coming to a close pretty soon here, I think, because they are confirming there's going to be a hotfix removing these people from PvP. Now, if you scroll through the comments here, you're going to be seeing people that are very thankful for this, obviously, and you're also going to see people saying these people should be outright banned. You know, ideally, we would be in a situation where, you know, I don't know how realistic it is to enforce it. Obviously, I'm in favor of a fair playing field. Like maybe there's like a currency set for each server, and everybody in that server has to only spend that currency through Blizzard to get their orbs, and anything outside of that would be grounds for a ban. Like, we need a concrete stance from Blizzard on this, and I am all for a fair playing field amongst all the players who are getting their resources through the same means and through the same cost. So I'm not necessarily against banning people that that were able to abuse the system and get resources or extra resources compared to other people who spent the same amount. But I think the system is mostly functioning as intended. I mean, right? Like if they can't participate in Rite of Exile, if they can't defend the vault, if they can't raid the vault, if they can't play in battlegrounds, if they can never interact with other players where you ever have to compete against them, if they're just playing a solo PvE game, like they're still in the community and they're still playing the game, but they can't ever harm your experience, right? Like that's how it seems to me. So it seems like it's mostly functioning according to plan if they get this hotfix done properly and they actually address the fact that negative orb account status is not allowed to participate against other players in anything. For me personally, that would be okay. But I'm not against exploring ban options if it's something that Blizzard can effectively detect and police effectively and go that route. I would be okay with it as well. And since they did say other PvP activities, I hope that means those things like the vault and like the Rite of Exile, because just removing them from battlegrounds will not be enough, because they'll still be able to ruin your experience in Shadow Wars and be able to defend as immortals and be able to wreck you in the vault. So hopefully, like, it should just be a blanket sweep. They can't ever be in any PvP environment if they are negative orb status. And, you know, just going through some of the comments, like, wow, can't believe I'm actually hearing this. I'm still skeptical until I see it in action. But if that really happens for the first time, good job, Blizzard. Yeah, you know, I think this will be mostly a PR positive. You're still going to have some people that are going to want them banned. Just do not pass go. Do not let them even play through the story. If they're negative orb balance, their account should be locked. I wouldn't be against like a system where, I said this last night on DM's stream, but let's say someone logs in and they have a negative orb balance. They literally just get a pop-up that says you are negative 20,000 eternal orbs. You have to spend this much money in this currency based on your server in order to bring your account up to playable status and be able to access the game. So like they would essentially be banned until they are not negative orbs. I would be okay with that as well. Just a pop-up saying you have to make your account status right, just like all the other players that are currently playing the game, and then we'll let you back into the game. So I think that would be fine too. There's lots of different ways they could go about it. It looks like Blizzard is gonna be trying to let them access the game and just not be able to do PvP events. But we'll have to see how this actually comes out in practice, because they're going to need to make sure that they can't still raid the vault or do anything like that. So I'm going to do my best to cover it. There's a lot of moving parts on this. As we move into tonight and into tomorrow, we'll figure out what they can and cannot do, and then we'll keep you up to date on the channel if there's anything super noteworthy, or if the hotfix doesn't end up going well or something weird happens. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think down below. I always enjoy hearing other opinions, and remember to subscribe if you enjoy daily Diablo Immortal content. I will see you soon in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.